Happy New Year! Now, I don't know how many of you out there are Southern. If you are not, and you're living here in Georgia, all I'd like to say is welcome South, brother and sister. Congratulations, you have made it to the Promised Land. Now, I'm about to give a little talk about the way we Southerners celebrate New Year's Day. And it's very important that everybody in the sound of my voice listen carefully and follow my instructions to the letter. So this obviously will be a review for you Southerners, and for you people who are new to the South, this is very important information for all of you if you want to have a happy and prosperous New Year. Now, on New Year's Day, there is a certain meal which you must prepare and consume. And it begins with black-eyed peas. It must be dried black-eyed peas. You put them in water overnight, soak them, and they expand, they explode. This little bit would probably feed Cobb County, and this represents coins. The second element that you must include in your meal is some sort of green. Don't choose something shishy like kale or, any of that stuff. Preferably collard greens. And you can see I have a can here. That's not really the best thing to do on New Year's Day. The best thing is to buy yourself a collard, and note that that's singular because it's like a cabbage. It grows up in a head, and then you clean the leaves and you cook them, and that represents your folding money, your dollar bills, and hopefully even more than a dollar bill. If you would like condiments with your black-eyed peas and your greens, you can sprinkle a little pepper sauce, really good on your greens. You can spoon on a little chow chow, good on both your peas and your greens. And you might want to slice up an onion, preferably a sweet Georgia Vidalia. Now this next little thing, not so little, I will have to admit that I do know Southerners that get by without doing this, but don't deprive yourself because it is delicious, and that is hog jowl. Now, hogs stand for health and wealth because they always root forward, and that's the way, of course, we want to go in the new year. Hog jowl comes, of course, from the jaw of the hog. You can buy it smoked, fry it up like bacon, and it is delicious. And if you want to, you can throw a little raw into your peas and your greens while they're cooking. Another thing that you absolutely must have is corn bread. Now, people, do not put sugar in it. You are making bread, not cake. One thing you can put in it is something called cracklings, and that is what is left over after they've taken all the fat after they have slain a hog, rendered it down to make lard, and the little solid pieces are the cracklings. Those are really good to stir into your batter. And if you have, as I do, a great family heirloom, my granny's iron skillet, cast iron skillet. Pour that batter in, bake it up, gold and brown, and that represents gold. So, that's the way to have a happy and prosperous New Year here in the South. And if you do not do it, all I've got to say is you have been warned.